So this morning we got a tasking from the Joint Task Force's headquarters in McKee Barracks in Dublin, and that was to deliver COVID-19 vaccines to the islands off the northwest and west coast of Ireland. So currently we're in Inishmore after delivering vaccines here. We've recently landed in Inishere, and we also have another EC-135 helicopter that is delivering vaccines to Arranmore in support of the HSE's effort to vaccinate the rural populations on the islands.
And I see them now, as Oisin did in the long ago, under Bailach na Bófin, where time stands still as it always does, in the infinite wisdoms of the spirit steering drum. And I see those who wait in the pulse of a rotor, for the heroes who fly in the Ver na Bhail, the ones who go out again and again in the warm hold of a sentient being. I see a kite free of its strong anchor, a beacon in the darkness, alone among the bending trees, as Eru, exploring her country in the tempered hours, asserting her sovereignty over Uisneach, Doneagansa, Skellig Michael, transforming in the coloured winds of north, south, east and west, over Monaghan, Cavan, Dundalk and Donegal, Oakley na HÉireann. And I see the Morrigan flying on their shoulders, in the clockwork mechanics of intricate parts, keeping treacherous missions to a sanctuary path. And I see the dawn's breeze sweep through the branches. I see sunflowers opening towards the sun, the heather spreading widely on the headlands. And I know the snow will flurry in our fields, the lakes will swell, the rivers run, and the seasons will come and go behind their patter, like a prophecy in the songs of migrating birds over Rockall, Muckish and Glendalough. And for 6 decades, in all weathers and none, the land beneath was a patterned quilt, stitched like a map only the Feely might know, touched by the eagle on the collars of Inishfall's sons and daughters, for Fearog's Turshach. And they were a salve, even then, for the keen, at Powerscourt, at Tramore and at Crowpatrick. Their blood and gut courage pinioned day and night horizons, drawn to the heavens, through synaptic boom and vessel reactions, on instrument, analogue, digital vibrations. They harvested life's essential organs, and they came, like dragonflies lifting the sea to quench in for us at the four corners. And they were a beacon in the darkness, bearing the sick home on their halos from cliff face and roadside in the thunder thump of hope. Slick and bold, their whipping heartbeats quick in the skies, and echo the valley chambers of history, to huck and pluck from ocean, trough and wave, where the yanked was a talisman in the faith father, with miraculous medals stuck to the cockpit dials, as the Lady of Loretto watched over their trials, and salt water slipped through their lips and prayers in the chopper fomentations of Maclear's domain. And I see time pulling, as always, on their veins, like a tide raised by the Dagda. If tasked, they might have found High Brazil itself. I see them in the distance, navigating over the 9 waves, like Brendan under the same noon and stars, in a heavier weight of space, dipping, swooping, lifting souls, who might still leave this world in their embrace. And, even as they go each time from my sight, like Enbar racing out over surf and scare, I watch them skirt over the Vale and unsail Ella, remembering how they lost their own friends, those maple seeds fallen in the dunes, those dedicated, valorous and distinguished guardians of traveller and citizen, those rescuers of strangers, those saviours of the lost and desperate. They exist for me now, outside of time, So I speak their pledge, lowly, into the ether. Go marriages bio. And a voice comes from the wind. How many of my people would be living now had not those heroes flown?